Hey, Shagdog.
Jammer.
Spinner Swallow Beer Review. What's up?
Welcome to our Summer Fiasco 2021.
Yes, folks, we are doing Foster's.
Yeah, it's exciting because, we're getting our afternoon, evening type showers.
Yeah, so
Should last about an hour or so and then
30 minutes to an hour.
Yeah, and then disappear.
Super typical June weather.
We'll see what happens. We're doing Foster's though, the blue can lager.
Yeah, the big oil can.
Yeah. Australia's famous beer brand.
Yeah, it's Foster's Australian for beer, right?
Yeah.
61 by Beer Advocates, adjunct lager, 5% ABV. It's year round and it's by Foster's Group Limited, which is in Australia, but I do believe Anheuser-Busch brews it for them here in the U.S. As far as I knew, I'm not really exactly sure about that, but someone can enlighten on us with comments, I'm sure.
Doesn't matter. It's just a corn brew.
Yeah. And it's Australian for beer.
Yeah. They like corn.
Right.
See, it makes me wonder.
A lot of Australians love some of our beers. They love Coors Banquet. And
a lot of them don't even drink this. That's the funny part.
Right.
There's a lot of different beer brands in Australia. And,
Coopers.
Yeah. And a lot of them don't even drink this.
Yeah. Now this is a 24-ounce can, folks, so that's basically 12 ounces a piece for me and Jammer. In case you don't know math.
Yeah.
No viewers at all today.
I like the setup though. Look on the screen there. It looks nice.
Yeah, looks good. A little rain behind us. Looks nice. All the stuff we drank already looks very nice. All next to each other.
Lined up. What is it, this one? This one.
Yeah, it don't matter. They're all color coordinated. But we are America's premier beer review group. We started in 2011, in November 2011, so this coming year will be our 10-year anniversary.
Yeah.
This is our 10th
Foster's
Summer Fiasco, if you count 2012 up to now. It's 10 years. I don't know how that math works out.
Yeah.
But anyhow, we didn't do Summer Fiasco per se every year, but
Well, I mean, we did them, but we didn't say it was the Summer Fiasco all the time.
Right.
Sometimes we would announce it, sometimes we wouldn't. Got some lightning going on.
Right.
That's always good to see. It's really dropped the temperature down drastically. What does it say up there, Shagdog? Already?
Almost
82.
Almost 80 something, yeah. Down from 96. Yeah. That's good.
That's quite a bit of a difference.
That's why I love the rain, because it just brings her down. It feels.
You know what I really liked was when I was in Cayman at Rum Point,
Yeah.
and it was raining. It was storming. We were stuck at this little restaurant right there on the beach, and I was jonesing for a cigar because at that time we were big cigar. Let's get cigars, let's drink, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And I was jonesing to have a cigar sitting on the beach with some rum. I had the rum, I just didn't have the cigar. But it was nice to just sit there and watch the storm roll in. Rain come pouring down, lightning and thunder and all that stuff. And then 20, 30 minutes later, gone.
That's what I love about the lightning, because we're sitting in metal chairs, we got metal table.
And a metal roof.
Yeah, metal frame. Yeah.
Yeah, we're set up to excel.
For theatrics.
Yeah.
Knock on metal.
Hey, I've been hit by lightning, twice?
Never again. I don't want to be with you for the third time. Thanks to our one viewer watching. We appreciate it.
Cheers. We got a nice golden color.
Yes, nice, typical Foster's golden lager, yeah.
Nice color. Frothy head is quickly dissipating.
Yeah, mine's gone.
And let's smell it and drink it. Yeah, it smells like Foster's.
Smells like Australia. Smells
I go ate my baby.
Smells like the Outback.
Yeah. A little corny smell, malty. Yeah, that's about all I get. I hate to say it, but that's all I get.
Yeah.
What do you get?
Same thing. A little bit of cardboard smell. Like
Cardboard smell.
wet
Every time you
cardboard.
drink this beer, you say cardboard.
Certain lagers have wet cardboard smell. Yeah.
All right, let's give it a drink. Cheers from Florida.
I just think. Wasn't quite. It was in July. But 8 years ago, we were in a storm on top of the rooftop bar in Daytona on a pier when the storm was coming through.
Yeah.
Everybody scattered except for me, you, and one brave New Yorker.
Yep, and the bartender.
Yeah.
Which came and go. Came and went. He would come and go, he'd come and go. Meanwhile, yeah, us two in a New
He
Yorker.
must have been looking out the window. Oh, they're looking at me. Looking back out there, film up.
I mean, seriously, what did we do? We sat there, we drank our beer, and watched the storm roll in and pass us by.
Right. It took 20, 25 minutes.
Yeah.
It was really cool, though, because when you see that storm coming up the coastline,
Yeah.
just people scattering off the beach as it comes along. So the furthest you can see people running, all the way to when it gets to you. It's like a domino effect. You know?
Yeah.
It's so cool looking.
Well, this beer has a little bit of corn. It's got that corn flavor.
Yeah, we did lose our one
The malty,
viewer.
the hot.
Probably my mother.
But it's still not a bad beer. I mean, it is a little corny for me.
Yeah. And this one was brewed in the USA. It says it right on the can. So it's not even from Australia.
Yeah, that's what it's a real bummer, you know.
Yeah. If you got something that's supposed to be Australian, you want it from Australia.
It said over 125 years ago, during the summer of 1888, the Foster brothers gave the thirsty people of Melbourne their first taste of true refreshment. Then they decided to brew their own beer.
It's just a cup. Yeah.
The Foster brothers gave the people the taste of real refreshment. Then they decided to brew their own beer. Yeah, look at the water on the pool there. All the raindrops falling.
Before the storm. It's about to get worse for us. This is hurricane weather.
Well, there is a tropical storm out there.
Oh, out of the Gulf, yeah.
Yeah.
Way out. Going towards Texas and Louisiana, right?
I don't know. You should look at the weather radar.
Yeah, we might be getting a ban for that. Who knows? I don't know. Typical day in Florida. This is not what I normally do every afternoon in Florida, but it's nice.
Beer?
Right. It's nice to do every once in a while.
Yeah.
Now my brother Diddy, on certain days, Fridays, Saturdays, when he doesn't have his kid every other weekend, that's his thing to do. He sits out on his patio, listens to his rap music or watches a movie, drinks beer and smokes cigarettes. I don't smoke anymore not because I didn't enjoy it, but because I got part of my lung cut out, I think it's the healthier thing to do, not to smoke.
Yeah.
I really miss it. Actually, every time I smell a cigarette, I'm like, oh my god, it smells so good. But probably better I don't puff on it since I'm having a hard time breathing it every once in a while.
It happens.
This doesn't help breathing. They say alcohol actually lowers your lung capacity.
Does it really?
Yeah. And I used to think I used to go to Cheers and I'd smoke a lot, of course, and drink a lot of beer or whatever. Wake up next day, hardly breathe. Secondhand smoke. After I had my lung cut out and I quit smoking, I have the same feelings sometimes when I drink. So I think it's from the drink.
Well, maybe you should start using that little breathing thing that they gave you.
I threw it away. I didn't do that. Breathing, increases your lung capacity, all that. Yeah, I probably need that.
I can't believe you threw it away.
Well, you figure if I work out, I don't need that, but
Throw everything away.
that's what I do. I move on.
Yeah. There's something to be said about it. You know?
Yeah.
It's just that you throw everything away when you should only throw maybe a portion
I
of it.
still got my PS4 though.
And then
it's a good rainstorm though. It's
Yeah.
not super duper, but it's nice.
Drop down to 79.
That's good. I love it. If it stops raining and the sun comes back out, it's gonna be hotter than shit.
Yeah, it'll be humid.
I'd like to thank all of our viewers, though, Facebook and YouTube. All of our 26 subscribers.
I'm going to tell you, if you could see the rain right now, it's going sideways back there.
Yeah, it is. It's going at an angle.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's going back and forth.
Yeah, and here it comes in here.
Yeah. Oh, I just heard tornado winds.
Yeah.
What?
Wow.
I hope my computer don't get wet. Whoa! Maybe I should get a towel to stick over this on that.
That's pretty good. Yeah, you probably should.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab something, just drape it over. It'll get wet all the way over here. Ooh.
Man.
Oh, it's getting wet over here too.
Well, it is getting a little stormy here. Getting wet. Getting stormy. Anyway, nice malty, light hop corn flavor. Foster's is not the greatest beer, but it's a decent adjunct lager. I personally would give it probably a C and a swallow.
Whoa! This is awesome.
So I turned around and I already graded it. So
Oh yeah.
you can go ahead and grade yours and tell us what you think it is, what it should be. You need to go a little higher on that.
A little higher where?
Higher on the blanket, whatever, the
Like there?
towel.
That'll be
Yeah,
alright.
so that doesn't fall is what I was getting at.
Oh. I'm gonna give it a. It's a Foster's.
Yeah, it's the Foster's alright. Australian for beer.
It's not super bad. Not super good. Straight up C and a swallow.
Oh, did you hear me?
Not in here.
That's what I gave it.
I mean, it's borderline going to C plus, but I just can't give it a C plus.
Man, it's falling.
Yeah, the falling
Drape over it. Drape all the way over it.
Ah.
So that doesn't fall down. Gotta protect the computer
Yeah.
because the rain is cutting through the screen
Right.
because it's going sideways, man, and then it's going to the left and the right. It's like a real tornado type.
Yeah, this ain't the best. A lot of times we wet over here, wet over there, and kind of with it. It's not like remember my old place. Rarely got wet in there in the screen room.
Yeah.
Of course, I had the trees and shit on one side, but rarely got wet in there. Maybe this part got wet usually, the ledge.
How's the front screen room?
I don't know. I haven't been out there really. I don't think it's too bad though. Now I'm getting it on my back. Now
Yeah.
I'm this way. Awesome.
Yeah. Typical Florida.
This is what I love about Florida.
And then you got people that come from other states trying to drive in this weather.
Oh yeah.
And they freak out, throwing their hazard
Tell
lights
you what,
on.
true Jammer, there's people that live here all their lives that can't drive in this shit. Because I see a lot of, whether they live here or not, I don't know, all their lives, but Florida plates, they're driving 20 miles an hour. I can see if it's really downpouring. Like right now, I can see in front of me. But we've had rain where, like, if you're at a standstill, you can barely see, like 15, 20. That's how bad it rained. I can see driving slow during that, but during this, it's not that bad.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that drive like way below the speed limit. Like, oh my god, are you shitting me? 10 miles an hour, 20
They're
miles
the
an
ones
hour?
that actually cause the accident.
Yeah.
Because they're so scared of driving in the rain.
They should be. I mean, I don't like driving in the rain myself, but I'm going the speed limit, or maybe a little bit lower than the speed limit, but not that much, you know.
Yeah, the rain's just going like in a spiral, left, right, up and down, sideways.
It's like a backstreet hooker that you wanted to meet back in your youth, but you can't hang with anymore. Yeah.
What are you doing?
I'm just peeking in. No viewers.
Well, I'm done.
Oh! Yeah, it's pretty wet rain, folks.
Well, Wayne is pretty wet, big and well, Shagdog.
It's gonna be hot as shit when this shit's going. I feel it already. It'll be hot and muggy when it's done.
Well, the good thing about it is it's 5 o'clock.
Yeah, so it won't get as hot as it was earlier.
But we've needed the rain. It's good to get it.
I can't believe that retention pond over there on Doherty Road, running into 14 over there by going towards Wall, Bell's, that trailer park over there, big retention pond on 14, Doherty. I haven't seen it that low since the big drought was like 99 or 2000, whatever year it was, we had a big drought. It's really low. It's not empty, so it's not quite as bad as that year, but it's really low. I haven't seen that low since that drought.
Well, that's like the Zephyr Hills Park.
Is it low?
The park was low enough to where, you wouldn't be able to see, well, you wouldn't have many ducks or anything like that, any of that. But when it rained, remember when it rained quite a bit one week?
Yeah.
It just kept raining hard every day for like a whole week. It filled that place up.
Yeah, if you get a good week's worth of rain, you'll fill that shit up.
And then it covered the walkway.
That should be filled up soon. It's not as bad. That year we had the drought. It was bad up until there was no rain until like July. It wasn't raining at all winter, spring.
Yeah. Okie dokie.
Okie dokie. I'm gonna chug this. 3, 2, 1, chug.
It's calmed down a little bit. The rain's falling straight down now.
Chug it.
Here comes the thunder.
I really can't chug Foster. It tastes like cardboard.
See, if it was a steady rain like this for like 8 hours.
Oh, it'd be great.
Yeah.
That's why I prayed for when I lived in that double wide because the AC was so horrible. Even insulation or whatever. When it got like this, I was like, oh, finally. It'd be hot as shit in that house. I have it on 69. And when it quite feels so cold or hot, but even 69 it'd be like with the sun out.
Here comes the thunder. What?
Coming back here. The thunder rolls
and the lightning strikes. The problem with that whole phrase is the fact that lightning strikes first, then the thunder rolls.
Yeah. Sure.
So it should be lightning strikes and the thunder rolls. I fucked the dyke.
And now she doesn't like girls.
Or now she loves boys.
That doesn't rhyme. Now she doesn't like girls. Now she loves boys. She can't get enough. When the thunder rolls.
I bust my nut. What? Yeah. I'm right there, man. I was right there. But anyway.
Anyway, people, you've been given a gift. You have been given the honor of watching this Super Solid Beer review.
Enjoy it. Appreciate it. Respect it.
We only got, maybe, if we're lucky, 20 years left to doing this.
Yeah. Yeah.
If we're lucky.
We're going to have to find some proteges.
Yeah. Take over for us.
Yeah.
I don't know who. I mean, I know a couple young people, but I don't think any of them are worthy yet. I don't have any children myself, so
No, you can't pass it on.
my 2 nephews, I just don't see them doing it.
No. This will
Gotta find some real Americans.
probably end up dying with us.
Probably. But we'll be in digital
Heaven?
forever.
Not forever.
Sorry, channel.
Because you know how Google is.
Right.
they'll come along and say, well, they haven't been active for the past 5 years. Let's delete them.
Right.
Then you delete the channel. Because, memory, we can't control.
We're not very safe because we got metal and we got a pool.
Right.
Yeah, if I'm going to die with lightning strike on your third lightning strike, it might as well be with you, right? We should be holding hands. Kumbaya.
And lightning strikes.
Because I've only been, the closest I can struck lightning is at Lake Pasco there at the HR building. I was waiting for a ride. I was like, it started thundering off. And I was like, let me go inside to wait. And that light pole down at the end of the sidewalk. As soon as I went in there, 10 seconds after I went in here, boom! The power went out and it hit that light pole. We all went out there and sparks flying off that shit. I was like, fuck, I might have got affected by that. I was only like 15 feet away from it,
Probably would have felt the hair on the back of your neck rise.
Something.
I'm being serious.
But really, I used to wait down on that end too. So. But it was rain and drizzling a little bit, so that's why I was up further by the doors.
Because when you feel the lightning coming, that's usually what you feel like. The hair on the back of your neck.
So you say my sense told me, okay, I better seek shelter.
Yeah.
About to strike somewhere around here.
It was your natural sense, you just didn't know it.
Yeah. I can believe that.
But you usually will feel the hair back on the back of your neck rise. And there'll be like a crispy vacuum, basically.
Yeah. And some people tell me they smell marshmallows.
I don't know about you.
Yeah, my back's getting a little wet.
My back's getting
soaked
soaked
right now.
Yeah, it's changed directions all of a sudden.
You want a towel?
No, not at the moment. But let's go ahead and finish this up. Drink up. You're dragging this video on.
I hope the mic isn't getting wet. I don't feel like coming down there.
Yeah, it'll be fine. Lightning strikes. Coming down sideways again.
Coming over here.
Shoot. Yeah.
What's that? Forrest Gump when he's in the water. Sometimes they rain up. It's like splash off the water. Like sometimes it rains sideways. This way. Sometimes the rain seems to come from up.
You're gonna be able to drink that rain. The way you're sitting there with your cup, hovering it. Man.
Forrest Gump is the best. I wish they did a part 2. They should have done a part 2. They should do it now, actually, while Tom Hanks is still alive.
Forrest Gump remembers.
Have it, because they left off in the mid-'80s, right? 85 or whatever. Have it continue. And supposedly the book, him, Lieutenant Dan, and Little Forrest went in the space shuttle or some shit. All that shit. Have him go with George Bush to Japan when George Bush puked. And, he could say something funny.
I don't feel well.
Yeah.
And have him leave. And also Bush go.
It shows him his blood.
My mama said that if you eat mint.
Yeah, he should. Heard you got one in Vietnam. I like to see that, really. George Bush pukes to broccoli up there.
I like broccoli.
You could have them in a whole bunch of shit. And maybe even some heroic shit. Maybe 911, saving a couple people.
Oh, yeah, and have William Shatner there doing the rescue 911.
Yeah. Him and Lieutenant Dan saved those 2 whores they were with from the 70s. They're in the World Trade Center working, and they saved them. And they're like, oh my God, I haven't seen you guys so long. I called you a retard, I think.
I believe this was an inside job.
You still smell like cigarettes. I don't know if that's jet fuel or cigarettes, but you stank.
My mama always told me, don't believe the government. Make him meet UFO.
Right.
You know what's funny is that they're slowly starting to admit that there are UFOs.
And they're aliens and demons.
Now, don't you think it's strange that now they're doing that?
Yeah.
They've always said that.
I don't think we're gonna get full disclosure though.
No, I don't think it's full disclosure either. But they've always said that if they did that, it would be the basically the destruction of society.
Yeah.
And the beliefs in God.
But if they slowly do it,
Mm-hmm.
you never know. If they slowly, yeah, I truly think that's where the Antichrist could be.
The sun coming out already. Look
Alien,
at that.
yeah. Could be an alien.
Well, the sun's finally coming back out. Look like the whole video, you've been able to watch a rainstorm here in Florida.
Yeah. Pretty good.
Here it comes again.
Oh, 25 minutes. Yeah, it's raining a little bit more.
Another band.
Yeah, I don't know about the alien thing.
I just think it's funny that all of a sudden now they're releasing information about it.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
You know what's really hard to explain is the stuff that they find, like the hammer that was encased in the coal that's been, in a site. Actual hammer, iron hammer, that was encased in coal. That was basically like 10,000 years old or something like that. I mean, they can't explain it. How is it that the 10,000-year-old coal is surrounding this item, this iron hammer,
Right.
when most people didn't even know how to work with iron until, past 2,000 years or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sometimes I think there used to be an ancient civilization that was advanced and something happened. Like with the Indian text where they said there was a war in the sky. It might have been a battle. Who knows? The whole earth might have been destroyed and people got knocked back to the Stone Ages, and here we are back again there the same way again, do it over again,
I'm thirsty. No, drink yours.
But I truly think there was an ancient civilization that was advanced.
Or do you think
Why
we're
is there
just
pyramid-
time shifting?
Why is there pyramids all over the world that are similar?
You think we're just time shifting? You don't think we're time shifting or slipping in and out of dimensions?
We might be.
Because if you think about it, if you slipped in and out of dimensions, different dimensions, without really realizing it, it would explain a lot. Like the iron hammer being found.
Yeah.
Because we slipped into this dimension, and so when we slipped in, all of a sudden the hammer was encased.
Oh, but how come we're not slipping in and out?
Yep, we are.
But
That's why we feel like
So I don't hear from you for 2 weeks sometime?
Yeah, maybe that's what it is.
I think there's an ancient civilization that was destroyed, and we
But that reminds me, when we get to do beer reviews and everything like that, and I'm getting ready to do the come, or you're coming over to my house or whatever like that, and everything, we should limit the amount of texts and voice messages leading up to it, so that people could actually get ready and do what they need to do. Well, it's like this morning. I'm getting ready and doing what I got to do, and every 5 seconds I was getting a message. It was like, what the hell?
Hello.
You?
Oh.
I'm getting message
I didn't
after
ever
message.
know reply.
Well, I was going to take a shit, but I didn't take a shit. So now I think I'm full of shit. So, just letting you know, Jammer.
My back's wet.
A little while later, I thought I had to shit, but I took a fart, and I didn't shit. So, I'll talk to you later.
That would be worse. Good.
Uh-huh.
That would be worse, thank God.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying, we should probably limit the amount of text messages.
Well, we weren't started yet. I tried to touch base with you.
Yeah, I touched base back, and I thought we were done, and then all of a sudden you text me.
I didn't know I
voice
talked about my
message
shit
like
today.
5 or 6 more times. Yeah, I'm getting messages.
Yeah, that's Game of Thrones.
Yeah. Drink up.
Alright. Chug-a-lug.
Chug-a-lug, chug-a-lug. Make you holler, howdy
Problem with
ho.
my mustache.
Burns your tummy, don't you know? Chug-a-lug, chug-a-lug. You can't drink that. Drink it. Drink it. Come on. Let's do an interdimensional shift.
Alright. Let's close this one out.
What happened to the Shagdog I knew?
Back in 2010. Or 11.
I would drink it.
Yeah.
Alright, you got a little bit left. Drink up.
I think it's this mustache.
Well, you shouldn't be putting it on your mustache. Drink it without touching the mustache.
It's hard sometimes.
Well, that's what she said.
I wish she said that. It's hard sometimes. Most times. It's hard most times. That's what she should be saying.
No.
It's hard most times.
Good boy.
Ah.
You get a Twinkie.
Yeah, I get it.
Alright, thanks for watching, commenting, subscribing, liking, and sharing, and tinkling the bell. Shagdog farted.
I am Shagdog.
I'm Jammer.
I twinkled the bell. And we will see you on the next one.
Right in a minute or so, we'll be right back.
Thanks for all our Facebook fans watching and our YouTube fans. Yep.
Ugh.